Imagine living in a place so remote that your closest neighbors are over 1,500 miles away. A place where there are no daily flights, no quick weekend getaways, and where the internet barely exists. Welcome to Tristan da Cunha, the most isolated community on Earth. With a population of just 250 people, this volcanic island in the South Atlantic is often called the loneliest place on the planet. But what's life really like when you're so cut off from the world? Before we even get into what life on the island is like, let's talk about getting there. It's not as simple as booking a flight. First, you have to make your way to Cape Town, South Africa. From there, you hop on a boat and prepare for a 7-day journey across the open ocean. That's assuming the island's port is accessible when you arrive. The port is only usable on a handful of days each year due to weather and ocean conditions. If you miss your window, you're either stuck on the island for weeks or never make it there at all. It's like trying to visit a place where time, and sometimes even nature, doesn't seem to cooperate. So, what do you do once you're there? Life on Tristan da Cunha revolves around community. Everyone knows everyone, and each person has a role to play in keeping the island running smoothly. From farming to fishing, people rely on each other for survival. In fact, most of the island's economy is based on agriculture and the export of crayfish. But there's more to this place than just hard work. Imagine a world where the noise of modern life disappears. No traffic jams, no constant notifications buzzing in your pocket, and no city lights to block out the stars. Tristan da Cunha is like a step back in time. You spend your day surrounded by the stunning, rugged beauty of a volcanic island, with cliffs and rolling hills that drop straight into the Atlantic Ocean. At night, the island is so dark that the sky seems to come alive, filled with stars you could never see in a city. However, there is one thing that might make modern visitors uneasy. There's practically no internet. That's right, in 2024, there's still a place on Earth where you can't stream Netflix, scroll through Instagram, or check your emails. Internet coverage on Tristan da Cunha is extremely limited and very slow. In some ways, this adds to the island's charm, but it also makes it difficult for the locals to stay in touch with the rest of the world. It's not just a physical distance from other places. It's a digital one, too. Most of the things we take for granted in our connected world don't exist here. The island was first discovered in 1506 by Portuguese explorer Tristan da Cunha, but it wasn't until 1810 that it saw its first permanent settler, a man named Jonathan Lambert from Salem, Massachusetts. Over time, more settlers joined him, and slowly a small but resilient community took root. Today, most of the residents are descendants of those early settlers, and there are only 8 surnames among the island's population. Life here is defined by family ties, community bonds, and an enduring spirit that has been passed down for generations. But living in such isolation has its challenges. Access to healthcare, for example, is extremely limited. There's only one hospital on the island, and major medical emergencies require evacuation to South Africa if the weather permits. The same goes for supplies. The island gets a supply ship only about 9 times a year, and if something runs out, you might just have to wait until the next delivery. There are no supermarkets, no fast food joints, and forget about Amazon Prime. Life here moves at a slower, more deliberate pace. While isolation can be tough, there's one surprising advantage to living on Tristan da Cunha. It might just be the safest place in the world if things go wrong. In the event of a global disaster, such as a nuclear war, the island's extreme remoteness could actually be its saving grace. It's so far from other landmasses that it would likely escape the immediate fallout, offering a kind of natural bunker in the middle of the Atlantic. But that begs the question, would you want to visit? On the one hand, the isolation, lack of modern conveniences, and challenging travel make it seem daunting. On the other, there's something undeniably appealing about the idea of disconnecting from the world, living in harmony with nature, and experiencing a lifestyle few people will ever know. There's a certain magic to places that feel untouched by time, where the sense of community is so strong that it sustains life in one of the most remote corners of the earth. Tristan da Cunha might not be for everyone, But for those who crave adventure, solitude, or simply a break from the chaos of modern life, it offers something truly unique. A place where the world feels a little bit quieter, the sky's a little bit brighter, and time moves at its own unhurried pace. So, what do you think? Could you see yourself living or even visiting the most remote community in the world? Let us know in the comments below.